Hi everyone. So we are here with another lecture of Node.js. And sorry for all guys because I know our video is very delay. Okay, so because of some health issue, I'm unable to create video for you guys. So sorry for everything. Okay, and we are here with Facecam video and teaching you Node.js. Okay, so let's start our Node.js and have you remember what we actually learned in our previous lesson? Okay, so if you want not remember what we actually learned in previous lecture, so I'm here, don't worry, okay? So uh, we learned there that time what is router and why we use router. Okay, so I hope you remember what is router and why we use router. Okay, so router is nothing but just a entry point. Like if some request comes with different URL. Okay, so when we transfer this URL, okay, just assume in our main file I'm writing all about my URL. So it's something like very mix up code is there. Like we have to keep our main file as small as possible. Okay, like we don't need to write lot of line of code inside our main file because our main file is very important. Okay, I hope you remember. Okay, so we need router to uh, navigate our upcoming request. Like if any request comes with user, it send this all about user to the user router. If some request comes with employee router, it navigate to employee router. Okay, so we need one router. Okay, like this is our entry point, and if any request comes, it's just understand what actually this request and just send this request to particular router for this particular request. Okay, like just assume I am creating a large APIs for the college management. Okay, in college, faculty, students, course, classes, all functionality we have to build. So user have their own functionality, faculty have their own functionality, as similar course, classes, everything have their own functionality. Okay, so we have to manage all the upcoming request to handle the upcoming request in manageable form. Okay, it's not mean that we if you're not going to use router, then it's not possible to build the APIs. We can, but everything have to manage. Okay, this is the it's proof you are a good programmer. Okay, so I hope you understand what is router. Okay, as you can see, we have one router: API user add, API user get all, API user delete. Okay, so just open our main file. Okay, and inside the main file you can see we are import here our student router. Okay, and just use this router here. This is nothing but we are setting our middleware. Like if any request comes with the name of user, we have to send this all requests to the student router. Okay, if anyone just give this URL API call is add, that time our router uh, won't go inside student router because this is not meet our criteria. Like we are just calling this student router while we are using slash user in our URLs. Okay, so every URL, if any URL starts from slash user, then we should transform this upcoming request to the student router. Okay, this is a simple way to handle request with the routers. Okay, now, but in this lecture we are just modify our all file structure because mm, you can see some mix-up code is there, like nothing is manageable form. Okay, so and at this point we are able to create a APIs. Okay, This is dummy APIs. You can see we are not using any database, any security, any complex business logic. Okay, just we are building our base, how to approach and how to handle complex APIs, MongoDB, and every database, whatever you want. But in this course, we are using MongoDB. Okay, and if you guys want to use any other database, you can. Okay, but I prefer just one go and learn about ORM. Okay, it's very helpful for developers. Okay, but it's not mean that you are not going to learn about any other database to connect with Node.js. Okay, you have to learn, but ORM is something for something good for you. But if you understand how to connect MySQL manually, okay, then after only approach the ORM. Okay, fine. So. hmm, just we are closing this all, and just we are going to delete some files. Okay, we don't need any student, any college. Okay, not like this user, not student router. Okay, just delete everyone. Okay, we don't need any views, so we delete. Okay, now we have only index.js. Fine, I'm just gonna delete everything from here. Okay, now you can see we have fresh code. That means as we are start in our first video. Okay, this is our main file, and there is nothing in our main file, so we have to create everything again. Okay, guys, now this time I have to say something to you, what we are going to actually build. Okay, so we are going to build social media API. Okay, I hope you all familiar with social media, because you all gives your almost time towards the social media to use Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, everything. Okay, so we are what which API? Okay, we are going to build Instagram API. Okay, it's very interesting because we are using socket also. Don't worry. Okay, so in our codes we are going to create similar APIs like Instagram. We have functionality, user user can create account, delete account, uh, upload their post, gives like, comment, reply, messaging, friend, followers, following, blocking, every functionality we are going to build. Okay, it's very interesting, I hope. So let's move to our actual session. So first of all, I have to create my server. I know you know how to create server. Yeah, okay. Express from Express. Fine. Okay. Now, I'm just going to create one variable with the name of port. But this is good programming practice. While you are writing your variable for the port, we should use uppercase. Okay, uh, because this is a rule, not a rule, but recommended rule is that while you are using some constant name, you should use uppercase while we are writing a variable's name. Okay, fine. Uh, you can take any number of any port, whatever you want, but in this case, I'm using 5,000. Okay, 5,000. Now, guys, uh, const port is there. Just gonna create our server with the name app and just use this express here. Okay, then app dot listen. Okay, these things is we are going here. Okay, now this give the port and give our callback if we are getting any error while we are creating our port, I mean server. So this callback is run and just check, is there any error? If any error is there, just console. There is, there is error. Fine. Okay. Now, if nothing is there, so just print server is running. Fine. Over port. Which port? Over port. We have variable, don't worry, okay? Now, just run our application. Just open git bash, anything you can open it, but I like to use git bash, so that I'm opening git bash. Just npm start. Okay, you can see server is running over port 5000. Congratulations, we are creating our server once again. Sorry guys. Yeah, now we are going to create our file structure. Okay. Mm, hmm. You are getting something new name. Okay, so you don't worry. Explain it everything in step by step. You don't worry. Okay. For the creating folder, we have one command mkdir. You can create from here. No worry. Okay. We need one folder for the models. Okay, in which we are creating our schemas like user, post, like, dislike, friends, following, everything we are going to create. So this all we should keep inside model. Any name you, if you want like any other name like schema, entity, you can take, but I like to use model. Okay. Okay, model, then controller, controller for writing our business logic. Okay, then one thing is there, router. One router folder is there, like we are using user, account, friends, follower, like, dislike, post, comments. So i- all every functionality there they have on router. Okay, fine. Model, controller, router, and what we are forgetting actually here. Model, controller, router, as well as something config we are using in our upcoming lecture. Don't worry. Okay, let's create. Now you can see our all folders created here: config, controller, model, router. All this folder is empty right now. Okay, fine. Now let's close this. Okay. First of all, this time we are going to connect our MongoDB, right? Mm. So how to connect MongoDB? Huh? It's very interesting sound. Okay. So first of all, you have installed MongoDB in your system. Okay. So just go and visit the website. Okay. MongoDB. Okay. Open the first website. Okay, guys, just give me a minute. Okay. Because my internet is something slow. Okay. Okay. Now you can see our MongoDB website is there, and create an account. Guys, you have to create your account here. Okay, after creation of account, your one dashboard is there, and like here is something, some option is download. If you click over download, some option like window ubuntu, which operating system you have, according to your operating system, you should download your MongoDB. Then after installation, just confirm with your cmd your MongoDB is installed or not. Fine. Okay. And guys, if you're getting any problem while we are creating your on Mongo, I mean setup MongoDB, just give me a comment. I will help you. No issue. Okay. So guys, uh, it's enough for today, because you have to install MongoDB and give setup, and I have to read all comments whatever you share in while you are uh, set up MongoDB in your system. So I have to resolve, then only I can proceed this video in further. Okay. So guys, just I'm give some overview what actually use of these folders. Okay. Config. You from the name you can understand config. Config means what? Configuration. Okay. Like every configuration, what we need in our uh, APIs, we should keep inside the config. Like we are using database configurations, uh, authentication configurations, in future caching configurations, mailing configurations. Every configuration we have to keep inside configuration folder. Okay, fine. Like another controller, what we use controller folder. Okay, inside controller we are going to write our business logic, like user user authentications. Like we can create user. Okay, user can create their account with their own fields, like uh, user have their name, email, password, address, and every mandatory field user have to create. Okay, so every this logic to create user information and save this inside the MongoDB, that is nothing but what? This is business logic. Okay, so all the API business logic we are going to write inside controller. Okay, this is model. What is model? Model is nothing but just folder, and inside this folder we are creating our schema, like user which field user have actually, like user have their own email and personal informations and something advanced information. So if we have to create one schema to store this schema inside our database. Okay, and you're already familiar with router. Okay, so all the functionality have their own functionalities, like user have own functionality, post have own functionality. So all this particular functionality they have own router to handle the APIs. Okay, I hope you getting every point why we are creating this folder and what the actual purpose of this folder. Okay, so I hope you understand this video, and if you get guys any issue, any confusion while my teaching, just give me a comment. I will explain you and I will try to resolve your problem. Okay. And guys, if you're new here, so you just subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get all latest notification. And if you're already my existing subscriber, just like and give some your feedback inside of comment. Okay, because it's very helpful for me to enhance my teaching style, and what I'm doing mistake here for you. Okay, so just give me a feedback. I will try to improve myself as more. Okay, so just we will see soon next video, and then you guys don't worry, uh we are continue now. Okay, because I'm fine right now, so video uploaded continuously, you don't worry about it. Okay, just learn Node.js and try to learn from the documentation also. Don't forget to learn from the documentation, guys. Okay, bye.